Hey everybody, welcome back. I don't have my other screen up. I actually spent 9 hours picking a new paint color for this room. That's how my week's been going so far. Anyway, sorry about the lack of live streams lately. I am legitimately redoing this entire space. So, but we will be live this weekend. Let's take a look at this because we have a new FEH trailer that is sure to entice the senses. I mean, it says Attuned, Caeda, and Ascended Merric. So, like, that's cool. You know, I'm glad to see that. Let's take a look. So it's not a rearm. It's an Attuned.
Frankly, I disagree.
She's kind of got a legendary Lencia vibe. Alright, I do... D bonus doubler. What the heck is that? I do want to read this real quick. So, Pure Wing Spear is her preferred. We got Slaying, we got effective against calves and armors. If unit is within 2 spaces at start of turn, grants attack speed +6 and the following effect or status to unit and allies within 2 spaces for 1 turn. Unit can move to a space adjacent to any allies within 2 spaces. Okay, so it's like guidance, I think, right? Is that the one? There's so many. I remembered ground orders was a thing the other day. That's the thing about it. There's so many movement skills, man. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants bonus to units attack speed, defense, rest during combat equal to the number of allies within 3 spaces. Times 3 plus 5, max 14. 3. 3 is your cap there. 3 allies. Reduces the percentage of foes non-special reduced damage by X%. So we have piercing. I think we have damage reduction by 30%. And also, if unit deals damage to foe during combat, restores X HP. It is 7 base, otherwise 14 if it is effective against cav or armor. Okay. We also have Luna. We have D bonus doubler. The heck is this? Oh, should I comment about the weapon? It seems pretty. I mean, it has all of those things that you would expect a preferred weapon to have, I guess, is how I feel about it in just simple terms. Unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. Oh! So it's a distant counter bonus doubler? Grants Omnibuff plus X to unit during combat where X equals the highest bonus on each stat between unit and allies within 2 spaces. Yeah! Interesting. Okay. Well, that feels curious. What else do we have going on here? I feel like... Can I keep it a buck? I think just putting distant or close counter into a skill effect that already exists is kind of cheap. Like, that's literally just wallet bait, and it's such a simple power creep that, like... Like, they could do it with any skill. You know what I mean? Like, they could just put that into finish skills. Or, ideal skills. Or, clash skills. Whatever. It feels... It's not a bad skill, but it feels cheap in my opinion. I don't know. That's just me. Believe in love? Have we not gone down this road already? This is our preferred B skill, or unique B skill. If a skill compares unit speed to foe speed or ally, it gives you phantom speed! Oh, that's exciting. I see you, Iz. I see you're not going to get me this time, though. Look. I came out on top with Spring Chloe. You're not going to get me here either. No. You can't just put phantom skills into stuff and expect me to be, which I am inside. That's how I feel right now. But you can't. That's not cool. You can't do that, okay, to be clear. Inflicts attack speed defense -5 on foe during combat and grants bonus units attack speed defense res during combat equal to the current penalty on each of units stats times 2. And also, if unit speed is greater than foe speed, reduces damage from attacks during combat from AoE specials by percentage equal to the difference between stats times 5 max 50, so 10-point difference. So really you only have to have a 3-point lead on them, because you're going to get a 7-point phantom buff. So that's, I feel like that's probably very doable. If foe is armored or cavalry, reduces damage dealt to unit by X. X equals the highest total bonuses among unit and allies within 2 spaces. And if foe is not armored or cavalry, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40% of X during combat. Unit attacks twice, I think. Right? Yeah. So, that... Okay, it feels very Caeda-esque. I thought we've had Believe in Love before, but maybe it didn't have a question mark prior. I don't know. I feel like Caeda's had this similarly named preferred skill. We now have Defense Res Pledge, which is Pog. Start turn. If unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants Defense Res +6 and special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat. If unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants Defense Res +3 to unit during combat. And this is the thing that I'm nervous about. I don't know how I feel about, okay? Because Echo skills make me nervous, because I don't really want that many attuned heroes. I would rather have a rearmed hero, because I feel like a better weapon on an older unit is more beneficial than whatever Echo skill you could give an older unit. Echo skills very much feel like just over the top, like more over the top thing for like newer units to have. Like you can't, their preferred skill is, your weapon is probably better than a rearmed weapon. So like this is what you get. It's just a slight edge up. And so I don't quite feel the value in Echo skills just yet. I feel like they're good, but they aren't that good. You know what I mean? Like the buffs aren't that great outside of the movement related ones. Those are pretty great. So I'm seeing guard, which makes me feel like I don't care. I don't care about this, but we will read it anyway. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, inflict special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack during combat. And also, if foe initiates combat, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 20%. Yada yada. Okay, so the damage reduction is nice. And the charge, the cooldown is nice. Is it something that I would see as being necessary? No. If you are maybe going to try and, like, point calc things, then maybe. Is it just a nice to have on a unit that doesn't have cooldown charges infliction already? Yeah. Most newer units already have some kind of damage reduction built in. I mean, Caeda does, for crying out loud. Is 20%, I mean, after like that first initial 60 or 70% of damage reduction, it's diminishing returns. So I don't know that an extra 20% on, like, if you have a unit that has 60 or even 80, that somehow, 20%, I don't think that's going to do a whole lot. We're talking like individual point differences at that point. And if you 100% are just tuning for map clears or what have you, then maybe. But I don't think I personally would ever find myself in that scenario. So all this, I think distant bonus doubler is actually the most useful thing that she's got. But I mean, I don't hate it. I do like Caeda. I'm more of a Lind guy, personally. When it comes to best Marth games girl. But, you know, that's me. She does handle armors and calves pretty well. I'll give it up for that. Nobody can tell you that she didn't do that. Who is this? Who are you?
I am Yulia, Princess of the Kingdom of Grust.
Oh, that's going to be confusing. For those unfamiliar with the lore, I jokingly called Yulia's, because Yugdril. And so I do everything in a y. I did not know that Yulia was an actual character. I will not stop, however. Julia's will always be Yulia's to me. So we have a new healer?
As you wish.
That's gotta be... Wait, is that a 5-star healer? No. Right? No. That's a plus. Okay, yeah, no. 4-star. 4-star healer. Wait. They're already showing the 4-star. I know we have an Ascended. What was... How many units are on this banner? Sunlight Plus. Start turn, inflicts guard, nearest foes within 5 spaces, unit, allies, yada yada. At start of combat, the fiend's speed is greater than 20%, inflicts, grants attack speed plus 5. It's probably fine. I feel, okay, I'm not reading the rest of it, frankly, okay, with peace and love. I feel, particularly with staff inheritable weapons, most of the time, they are very unit or map specific, but other than that, they all pretty much do things that you would want them to do in those scenarios. Right? So, is this any better than the rearm staff that we literally just got weeks ago? In certain situations, maybe. That's kind of how I feel about it. But she's a new addition to the colorless pool. Deluge Balm is there. Speed Red's Finish. Somebody probably wants that, maybe. I don't know. And then attack defense cap. This, I mean, the staff isn't bad. The staff is definitely, I think, the biggest selling point. I don't know that these see a lot of usage. And obviously the special, anytime you can get any kind of like precursor, especially to healer specials, which are far and few between. Right, similar to like dance stuff. Like anytime you get into the standard pool, something that leads up to like a tier 4 dance support skill or something. That's always really nice to have. So I think that this is also good, but it does not pique my interest, frankly. Okay. So far, the thing I want most is an Ascended Florette. And I don't even care that it's Merric. I would just really appreciate more Florettes. That is where I am at personally in my life. Mage of Caeda. Arlen. Yo. Wait, so is he a 5-star? He's gotta be, right? Wait, did they put the 4-star out of order? Am I tripping? Have they always shown the 4-star second? I've been doing this for like 6 years. I don't remember, but I feel like they haven't. I feel like the 4-star always comes third in the row of 4. Dude, I feel crazy. Okay. Light Burst Tome, Accelerated Special Trigger, it starts. Okay. Oh, unit cannot be slowed by terrain. There you go. What a classic Caeda trope that we are expanding here today. If units attack and trigger unit special, grants special cooldown count -1. Okay. At start of combat, if units speed is greater than 25%, inflicts attack speed defense risk minus X on foe during combat, where X equals 16 minus foe's max special cooldown count. Okay. I think we're all familiar with those particular mechanics. At start of combat, if units speed is greater than 20%, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 30%, and units' next attack deals damage equal to total damage reduced. Love that. And you're also getting 7 HP restored. This is bigness, so he's probably very defense oriented. He does have counterattack built in. Interesting. Ooh. I'm getting like Bowie vibes, but like obviously way better than Bowie. Because he has seen better days. Let's just be honest with ourselves, okay? So we're getting both versions of distant counter bonus doublers. I'm assuming this one's only going to be inheritable by ranged units, whereas Caeda's D bonus doubler will only be inheritable by melee or one range weapons, right? So that's interesting. X equals the number of highest bonus. Yep. Okay. So same thing, just literally one is distant, one is close counter variations of that. So they just went ahead and ripped that band-aid off immediately. They're like, yeah, no, this is a better distant counter. Both of them. Or I guess one is technically a close counter. You get it. Attack risk tempo 4, which we know about. We know and love. That has been a thing for a minute. Oh, that's it! There's no C skill. I thought we were going to get hit with a scroll. But that's chill.
Let us settle this.
Arlen's kind of tight. Dude, particularly with mages, I don't know. Bonus doubler on mage just seems kind of cool. You know what I mean? It just seems cooler. It's literally no different than being on a melee unit, but I feel like it feels better. Okay, new ascended hero. So this one's gonna be Merric. So we just got Caeda plus mages. Oh, he looks good though.
Master Wendell's steady hand guided me.
Uh-huh.
And now I am myself a master of spellcraft.
Totes. And I love that for you, my dude. Dang. Hell has seen better days, bro. Alright. Tender Excalibur. We got Slaying. We have Omni buff. Yes, a 5. And then we have an attack speed buff of X, where X equals 9 minus 3 times the number of allies with HP less than or equal to 40%. Okay. So the healthier your team is, the better off you are. Otherwise, you're pretty much getting an attack speed buff of 9 if everybody's over 41%. Or at 41%. If they're over 40%, then you're getting an attack speed buff of 9 there. Neutralize effects that guarantees both follow-up attacks and effects that prevent units follow-up attacks. Reduce damage from foes first attack by 30%. And also, if units attack and trigger special, grant special cooldown count -1. Before unit's first attack and special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first follow-up attack. So you're kind of getting 2 cooldowns. It just, obviously with this, with what would be, with the Slaying effect, a 1-turn cooldown, you're basically going to be able to pop a 2-turn cooldown twice in one follow-up or one combat where you attack twice. So you get a first attack and then a follow-up. Both of those attacks, in theory, would then be specials. Which seems like it would go wicked hard. It's like you don't have any cooldowns. You are quite literally just proccing special twice in the same combat. That's crazy. When special triggers, boost damage by 40% unit speed and neutralize foes, reduce damage by X%. After combat, unit special is triggered. which obviously, you know, it's designed to from his weapon. Restores 20 HP to unit and allies. And all allies. Wait. Just and all out. There's no... Oh my god. Okay. Healing does not stack if triggered more than once per combat. HP restored to allies even if unit's HP reaches 0. What? Bro, that's crazy. And grants Canto 1 to unit for 1 turn. So there's no range. There's like no range involved. Like it heals 20 on all allies. If you proc your special, which given this weapon, I'm hoping that is what happens for you. We have Remote Sparrow. Dude, Merric seems insane. Seal Speed Res 3. Interesting. I was wondering when seal skills would pop in the limelight again here. We have Inflict Speed Res -3 on foe, and additional penalty to foe speed res equals 6, minus current penalty on each of those stats during combat. If penalty is active on foe's speed or res, inflict special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack during combat. Interesting. After combat, inflict speed res -6 on foe through its next action. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good, actually. And seal skills, I don't think have a large restriction. So I believe Cavs, infantry, flyers, they can all learn seal skills. So all your tomes in that regard would probably appreciate that. And then we also have Incite attack speed, which we know about. So obviously Merric's main draw is the fact that he's proccing 2 specials per combat. Assuming, of course, that you do in fact use a 2-turn cooldown, which then becomes a 1-turn cooldown given his slaying weapon. That is pretty nuts. I actually think Merric, low-key, is the best unit on this banner. I know that me personally, that I'm vibing that. I'm vibing that hard. And I probably will spark this if I don't get him and maybe a Caeda. I don't even know if I need a Caeda, to be brutally honest with you. I think if I ended up sparking this banner and I hadn't gotten either for whatever reason, which would never happen because I'm the greatest to ever play this game, I feel like I'd probably spark Merric, honestly. Like, I'll sleep on it. I genuinely feel that way, though. I think I genuinely feel that way. Burp. Hello. Oh, we're fighting her? That's terrifying. Okay. And obviously I don't have my tablet up here, but I'll log in on my phone and check. I'm assuming we're going to spark your 40th summon. Yeehaw! And if you're wondering, why aren't there 2? There's only 1 limited hero on here, and technically I guess there is color sharing. But let's be real. These are definitely the main draw. Honestly, if you're after him, I would wait until he was not color sharing with a 4-star healer. Keep it in a buck with you. I would just wait until they're on a different banner. I genuinely think Merric is like low-key the best unit on this banner, which I know is odd to say when you're comparing a banner that has an attuned hero and then also an ascended hero. Obviously, they each give different benefits given their hero typing, right? But I think as an individual unit, I would pick Merric. It probably does come down to preference, but I think overall Merric has like the cooler tech, I guess, is how I would phrase that. We will be summoning on this. It's not It's not really actually rolling because, guaranteed winner here. But yeah, that's how I feel. Those are my thoughts, I guess. I feel good about it. I'm happy that we're getting another Ascended Floret. Keep in mind that they will come back on banners eventually. Ascended heroes sometimes take a little while. Also, they are technically normal pool. Okay? They are standard pool, technically. So you do have a chance to get them in an off banner. They could show up on, like, oddball skills banners, things like that. And then, like I said seconds ago, the new Heroes Return banners. Each of them, honestly, will eventually be on the banner like that as well in the future. But yeah, that's the information. Go do with that what you will. Me personally, I'm hyped about that. And so if you wanted to know, now you know. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.